It's pure positive energy.
I'm listening to Holy Water by Freya Riding, and I'm also listening to Abraham-Hicks.
We're sitting in a room with a tin roof, and the rain just began raining down. Emphasize well-being is raining down all around you. In other words, an instant manifestation demonstrates to you that the majority of what's going on this planet is still well-being raining down around you. And your cork can float if you will just let it. Now, how do you go about letting your cork float? Some want to take hold of it and just goose it up a little bit. That's not a good idea. They don't want you to try to force anything. Just try to relax a little more. Try to think more positive things about more things. In other words, look for reasons to feel good right where you are. And of course, the easiest way for your cork to really float, for you to really accomplish the receptive mode, the easiest way for you to do that is by quieting your mind altogether. Quieting your mind is not a difficult thing. It's a focus thing. It's a focusing on things not interesting, or focusing on things with not much momentum. In other words, if you do it earlier in the day, it's easier for you to quiet your mind. If you wait until your mind is already activated around many other things, it will be less easy for you. Esther has explained to people she visits with about meditation that sometimes it takes her 4 or 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 or 9 or 10 attempts at refocusing into quiet, because there are already thoughts that have some momentum going, and they are attracting her. That's what the point of attraction is accomplishing.
It's attracting that point of attention. So, as you can see, my desk is a mess. I've got loads of books. I've got a drum, I've got a guitar, I've got a teaching corner with the emotional high rise of awareness that I mentioned yesterday in the Mental Health and Harmonizing Humanity with Music Summit that we hosted. And now we're listening to a beautiful song by Jordan Hart, Only Pieces of the Truth. And it's time simply to recognize we need to connect. We need to understand we came to the same mothership, my friends. We're all here together. We are the players on the field, so we might just as well learn how to play nice together, instead of trying to need somebody else to be something that they aren't in order for how that makes you feel. Why can't we just be who we are? Why can't we just be okay with who people are? Why do we have to need them to be something other than they are? It is time for us to get ourselves centered. It is time for us to understand we get to don our own crown, or tiara, and then we get to do our hair around it. And if we are willing to actually crown ourselves and to move the responsible parent, the paw who is renting the space of your mind, where the mother rents the heart, and the baby is the one that expresses ourselves and dresses ourselves in a way that we want others to see us as. Doing the best we can with what we've got, because that's what's required.
It's time wasted.
It's time to let ourselves be free of the past. And now we're going to burn the sage to clear whatever no longer serves you. I say to you, you can clear away your sorrow I send to you. Clearing energies, just take it in. Swirl it around your crown so you can bring the corona down. What is that you ask but your gaseous aura around a son or daughter of God who has remembered who we are? I'll stand by you even when you do think I am crazy because you don't see what I see. I've always been able to see what could be and believe in possibility. I've tried some things most people wouldn't have dreamed of, but I went with my heart when I was called, and I'm glad. And then I've also put myself in situations that my angels must have shaken their heads at, but I made it through 100% of everything I went through to get to this place. I have went through everything I did to prepare myself for you, my friend. It is true that we're coming to you, asking you to be part of the solution. It's true, my friend. There ain't nothing that we can't do together. We are called to come together now. I say that we can do whatever we set our minds to. It's true that you are far more powerful than you ever imagined. You are the one you've been waiting for, my friend. Yes, we are friends. We're here together. So even if you don't like me, just understand that I'm a mirror you're not comfortable looking through yet, and that's okay. But I will not tone myself down for anyone to make them feel more comfortable and not push them to be something more than they were before they met one who was willing to have higher expectations, because I know what this match is worth. My sports fans understand. We gotta take off the crown and say that no man can tell me what I am going to take inside me unless I give them permission. And that is true for you too, even though you wouldn't think it so. But at what point do we become GMO? And who owns you? Patents are real, and if you look into when the Gates Foundation took out in March 2020, you'll see that it's 0606. 06666 is the devil's witch, the one who's deployed to deceive the ones that you and I are not. The real McCoy, but appearing to be it. And so I say, we must not submit. We must not let them brainwash our minds. Instead, we gotta take a stand, and we're doing that right now. So thank you, ma'am, and man too. We thank you for coming out, and stay tuned for the other 21 songs, because that's what this is, our gift to humanity. Thank you. Oh, Eric, what do you think?